Hey, what's happening, nation? Happy Father's Day to everybody out there. Hope you dads had a great day out there. I know I did. Just kind of hung out, chilled out, rode out to my folks' house, hung out with my pops for a while. Just a nice, cool day. Loved it. Hope you guys all had something pretty similar to that. But after I got home, went ahead and set this up. Want to go ahead and take a look at this Bucs team. This team is looking for real, man. I'm telling you, it kind of sucks to say, but this is a strong team, and we're going to have our hands full against this offense. I tweaked the defense a little bit. I want to get your guys' thoughts on it. I know it's not perfect out there, but one of you guys was asking me if Abram could step up and be in the box and kind of play that nickelback role for us and then just kind of see how everything else kind of shook out. So I went ahead and set it up. It came down to really putting Harris, Joyner, or Heath back there. I went ahead and stuck Harris back there just because when that dude's on point, he can come out there and really make a really big impact for us. So let me know what you guys think about this, because we had to do something to match up with these guys. As far as like tight end trios go, I really feel that we have one of the best in the NFL. But if somebody was right behind us to take that number 2 spot, it would be Tampa Bay, because they still have Brait on the back end as their third. So their tight ends are looking just as good as our tight ends. So, I don't know, man. We had a matchup. It was weird. Let me know what you guys think about it. Let me know what you think the matchups will be. But we're going to take a full dive into this. So, if you're new to the channel, please do subscribe. You know I always do appreciate that. Let's jump into these comments. Oh, man. Raiders fan, what's going on, dude? Breaking it out, dude. Got to keep rolling with these things. Anthony, what's up, man? Andrew, what's happening? Oh, boy, George, you made it out again. Happy Father's Day. I appreciate that, man. Robert, what's happening, dude? I'm glad to catch you live again. I'm glad you're out here, dude. I love it when you guys make it out to these shows. It kills me. This is the best offense we'll go against this season. We play some strong teams this season, dude. We truly, truly do. I'm curious to see what happens, but I really think we can hang with a lot of these teams. Mark, welcome to the show, man. I'm glad you made it out early, right at the start. All right, so let's jump into this. We'll talk about their offensive line first. This offensive line is not terrible. They actually have potential to be really, really good. Brady was not going to go to a team that he knew he was going to go and just get crapped on week in and week out. A lot of it's going to come down to Wirfs. I think that's going to be one of the things we're going to have to key on, is attacking that right side and trying to get that rookie off balance and making plays that way. They have decent depth at their tackles, but beyond that, their depth is pretty shallow, so we're going to have to see how their injuries treat them. But I'll tell you, man, these front five, just the front five, including Kwiatkowski out there, this game's going to come down to them. It truly is, because if those guys can step up and get pressure, it's going to be what wins us this game. But I don't care if Brady was 42 or 65. If he's sitting in the pocket and he has no pressure, he's going to pick a team apart. And we've seen him do it to us in the past. It drives me insane that he does it, but I want to see it stopped, and I think we can stop it this time. The whole reason I moved Abram up there before you guys start giving me a whole bunch of crap. Yeah, dude, Farrell not in the starting lineup out there. The Ruggs finally in Vegas. Yes, dude. Troubleshoots, what's happening, dude? I think he made it out there either today or yesterday. I'm glad he's out there. Hopefully he can start working with these guys, getting into those 30-man practices. I'm liking that. And Mark, Farrell not starting. I still think he's going to be our starter out there, but let me go ahead and jump into this real quick. We have to get pressure with these front five. We don't have any other choice. If we do not get pressure with those front five dudes, including Kwiatkowski, we're going to get shredded this entire game. I think Farrell will still be the starter, but I wanted to see, that's why I brought Hankins in and put Hurst down there. I mean, shit, dude, I got Harris out there. So, I mean, it's some big changes, but I had to do it in order to free these guys up to play these other positions. So let me know what you guys think about it. But Nassib has crazy size. Him and Crosby coming on the ends. It's speed and it's size, and it's going to hopefully wear this offensive line down a little bit. Hankins is way bigger than Hurst is, so he'll be able to stuff the run, hopefully a little bit better. Plus, he can get that interior pressure, and him and Collins coming straight at you up the gut. And then hopefully with Kwiatkowski following behind, because we're going to have to pull some... We're going to be very blitzing, very limited. But the blitzes that we do pull off, they have to work, and they have to work fast, because if they don't, Brady's going to pick us apart, and it's going to get ugly out there fast. So they have Godwin and Evans out there. Those are 2 number 1 receivers in the NFL. If they were on any other team, those dudes would be the number 1 on that team. Brady has 2 number 1s out there. Can Brady still go deep? That's a very real question. Is he going to just keep dinking and dunking, but then it'll kind of look like us, where he has all these weapons, so it truly explodes for him? It's very possible, but I wanted to bring Prince back in. I think Prince will still be starting at this point. Going to have to play that hard man press against Evans and then have Harris or Heath or whoever that safety ends up being, even Joyner, kind of floating over top. And then on the opposite side, Godwin versus Mullen is a crazy good matchup. I don't think Mullen has it in him to hold him down one-on-one for the entire game, so Randall's going to have to cheat that way, or whatever safety's playing out there, but I think it would be Randall in that situation. He's going to at least have to move over that way to kind of help them out. And then they run their 2 tight end sets, because I'm telling you, Tampa, you're going to see a ton of 2 tight end sets out there. Howard, if he lives up to like 75% of the potential that he has out there, that kid is going to be a superstar. And then you have Gronk. And we know Gronk can still wrestle, because we saw him on the WWE, but can he still go out there and make consistent plays as a tight end in the NFL? Having Brady will help him. Curious to see what happens with that, man. That's so much of this team is going to be that chemistry that they have. And if Gronk can still go out there and do it and stay healthy doing it, that's going to be one of the main factors for Gronk out there. But we have to be able to take these tight ends out of the game. So you put Littleton right above Howard. You put Abram right above Gronk. You have your safeties helping on the outside. And then you have Kwiatkowski keying on Jones and kind of spying Brady, because Brady's ass ain't running anywhere. So Kwiatkowski's going to have to get in there and make these plays as far as getting to the running back. And then if it's a pass, dude, just shaking that block and getting Brady down to the ground. That's going to be what has to happen out there. It's the whole reason I have this defense set up like this. Randall plays very well against covering the deep ball. So I was in a single safety for a little bit, kind of pushing up, just having that extra blitzer, because that's what's going to kill us. If we cannot get pressure with those front 4, we're not going to be able to truly blitz somebody, because it's going to leave somebody either on man coverage or just kind of streaking across the middle wide open. So we have to watch that this game, because Brady will exploit that all game long. But I think we have the speed and we have the interior pressure to get to him this game. Pizza, what's going on, dude? Cleveland will start. I'm sorry. That's what I was just saying, Nicholas, dude. Like, he will start. I promise you will start. I'm just talking about this rotation and bringing in more size out there. Did you know that you have over 100,000 views? No, I did not. I truly did not. That's actually really cool. They have to slow down Brady. They do. And we cannot let Brady get into a rhythm, because once Brady gets into that rhythm and then he starts doing those short snap counts and then he's catching you running off the field and we're getting penalties that way, he does that to us constantly and it drives me insane. We have to be able to break that. Mullen not covering Evans. I was torn about that, dude. I had him floating from both sides. Godwin's a little bit faster than Evans is out there. That's why I moved Mullen over there. I think Prince being able to get his hands right on Evans right at the start and then having that safety help over the top will help him out tremendously. But at the same time, we've seen Harris jump up and bite on that. Evans makes a move on whatever corner it is, and then he's behind everybody. I wasn't real comfortable putting Harris back there, but I wasn't real comfortable putting Heath back there. I honestly had Robertson back there playing that safety spot. I really liked the way that looked, but I don't think he's going to be ready by the time that we played the Bucs to go out there and be our starting safety if it came down to that. But this defense is not like the defense I see us play in this game with. This is just the defense that I see matching up best against their 2 tight end set out there. I really think it'll be that defense that I kept showing out there. I just wanted to kind of mix it up a little bit, show you guys the different things that we can do with this defense. And I really think that you're going to see Abram, because you see a lot of those safeties now start jumping into that linebacker spot and kind of pushing the line out there. So if Abram can be that guy for us, I will take that all day long. So you hate Brady? Not that I hate Brady. I respect Brady, but at the same time, I want to beat him. We all want to see Brady go down. Everybody wants to see Brady lose. And this little experiment that they're doing over there, it's looking good for Brady. He wasn't going to go into a situation where he was going to lose. The whole thing holding this team back last season was Jameis Winston, because their defense is solid, like truly solid. So this is going to be a hard game for us. I'm glad we're playing it right off the bye, just because it'll give us a little bit more time to prepare for it. But we got to make this game a win. Winning this game would be a huge statement, like when we beat the Bears last year at that. Yes, dude, exactly. This would be a huge statement game for us. This and that Saints game, I'm telling you right now, if we win that Saints game, we have a way better shot at winning this game. But either way, I think the extra prep time on this game is really going to help us out and really help lead us into a victory out there. Maybe Nassib will give us some pointers by beating the Bucs. It's very possible. He does have the inside scoop out there. That team has changed a good bit, but he knows that offensive line, so he might be able to tell us some weaknesses out there to help us kind of push through and get that extra little advantage out there. So let me know what you guys think about that. As far as their running back goes, they have Jones. The kid's pretty explosive. He's young. I think he was a rookie last season or a season before. I think it was last season. He has all the talent in the world as far as just being able to break a play wide open. He has a little bit of trouble running in the box, but the dude, when he gets outside and he gets open field, he's gone. So we have to be able to contain that. Kwiatkowski's going to have to pretty much be spying the running back instead of the QB this game. So hopefully he can keep up with him. I think once the safeties kind of see what's developing, they'll be able to cheat a little bit, but I do not want to see Harris or Randall cheat that much with those two wide receivers on the outside. But Jones cannot catch the ball that well. They did go out there and get Keyshawn Vaughn. He is a pass-catching running back. They ended up drafting him. I think he's going to take a little bit of time to come along and kind of figure this system out and kind of get into chemistry with Brady. But you know Brady loves to throw to his running back, so I could see Vaughn being a pretty big factor in this game. But I'm telling you, man, if they start spreading us out, it's going to hurt against this team. It truly is. Just because Brady can spread you out and then just dink and dunk you and pick you to shreds all the way down the field, which it means it's starting to slack off a little bit. So maybe we could take advantage of that, but I'm not going to go ahead and count Brady out ever, especially with the team that he's working with right now. And they also went out there, if they went ahead and dropped the tight end and got into one of their 3 wide receiver sets, would kind of force us back into our normal defense. They got Tyler Johnson, who's a rookie they picked up from Minnesota. He's a true just possession receiver that can jump into that slot, play that role well for him. We honestly match up better against that because once you can get back to our normal nickel or our normal 4-3, we can pick up that slot a lot better than we could pick up somebody like Gronk, who we'll see if he's healthy or not. But if he is, I mean, we've all seen Gronk play. If Gronk's healthy and ready to go, the dude is a beast. And the fact that he retired and then Brady left and then he came back kind of says a lot that these guys didn't want to really, it's not, I don't want to say that they didn't want to play for Belichick, but I think they wanted to get out of that shadow of Belichick. So they're going to have their shot. I'm telling you, man, these guys are going to be playing strong. They're going to be going for it. And I really think that Brady's going to try to go out there and just air this ball out a little bit more than he has been in the past, just to kind of not only start hitting some of those records that he was missing out there, but really just to show everybody that he still has it for one more year. I think this Bucs team is going to surprise a lot of people. I did not realize until I started breaking this down how good they were on both sides of the ball. I still think we can beat this team, but it's going to come down to turnovers. I'm telling you right now, somehow we have to get some turnovers in this game, and we have to be able to put up points, because I'm telling you right now, Brady's going to put up points. I don't care what team he's on, he's going to put up some points. Could you imagine Cooper and Mack on this 2020 roster? T-Barry, what's going on, man? I mean, I could, but at the same time, Coop, we weren't using right, and the value that we got for Mack, I know it sucked losing Mack. I was pissed about it just like you guys were, but at the same time, the value that we got out of that and the team that we had at that point, it was a trade that honestly we had to make. I wish Gruden would have just been more upfront about it and been like, look, we got to do what we got to do to keep building this team instead of just kind of stringing everybody along until he finally pulled the deal. But I think that really worked out in our benefit. I'm telling you, man, I'll give you that. If you had Mack on one side and Crosby on the other, and then you had Farrell in your rotation, and then you had the defensive tackles that we had, that would be disgusting. As far as Cooper goes, I'm glad Cooper's gone. Deuces. We'll see you next time. I did not like him. I think we've had better receivers in the past than him that I would have rather have seen stay on this team. I really think Amik, Arnett, and Abrams will have the old school Raiders mentality we need on defense. I think when the 3 of them get on the field together, man, I would love that. If those 2 come out there and just, I mean, I'll say it, just start headhunting and just taking people out and just dropping their shoulder, getting it to where people are actually fearing this defense. Dude, I would love every second of that trouble, every second of it. We need to overpower and blitz the O-line from every angle. That's awesome, dude. Do you think we'll actually do that? That's what drives me nuts about this team. That's what drives me nuts about Gunther, because a lot of teams will come out there when they're playing Brady, and they will. They'll just start sending everybody and then just doing just straight press coverage, forcing Brady to get it out quick, and just kind of stuffing them early. And then when you're doing that, you pretty much take away the run game. I would love to see that. I'm really hoping we play more man, but if you start dropping into a zone against Brady, and he has 3 to 4 seconds to sit there, he's going to shred you, like truly shred you. To get out of that Belichick shadow, he has to win the Super Bowl. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. It's not even going to be like a playoff run. He has to go out there and prove that he can do it on his own. I don't know if he can or not. The NFC South is incredibly strong, so he's going to have trouble just winning that division outright, because the Saints are going to be coming, the Falcons are going to be coming. So I don't know, man. That is a tough one. I still think Carolina is a few years away from actually getting back on the map. But then the rest of the NFC, that dude, I don't know. It's a big difference going from the AFC to the NFC, and I think he's going to have a rude awakening out there because some of those defenses you face in the NFC, they do not screw around, and they are fast, and they will come at you. Worse has to hold up for them. If that offensive line crumbles at all, Brady's going to have a very, very long season. We need to strike fear in their souls like the old days. Yeah, we do, and I truly hope that we can. The NFL's changed so much, though. They're trying to just eliminate that from football and just everybody keeps putting up points. But there's still some solid defenses out there, and I think we could be one of those defenses. Cooper only ran hard when he wanted to. That is a straight fact right there, boy. Collins is looking good in the training, and Crosby, they're fast and solid. Dude, I'm telling you, man. Collins is a major addition to this team. I cannot stress that enough. Him drawing double teams up the middle, I do not care who is playing in our ends position. It is going to free them up. It's going to make Crosby, because a lot of people are going to be keying on Crosby. That's why I always put those two right next to each other, because one of them is going to have to pull the double team to that side. And then it's either going to be Hankins or Hurst or Nazip or Farrell that just reaps the benefits of that just coming from the other side. And then whoever draws the double team on Collins and Crosby, one of those dudes it's going to be one-on-one, and I'm telling you, it's one swing away from getting to the quarterback. So Brady loves zone. Brady loves picking apart his zone. Yes, he does. What's happening? Just playing. Welcome to the show. Did I make it to the live? What's up, son? Can't wait till the season starts. Tupac, you made it out, dude. What is going on? Tampa Bay will suck this year. No line help. That's what I'm saying, dude. If that anybody on that offensive line, they got one backup tackle that could cover it. Anybody else goes down, it's going to be a long season. Are you talking about Cooper Kupp? No. They were talking about Amari Cooper. Collins is a tornado inside big man spin alert, dude. Man, I'm telling you, that dude right there with Kukowski behind him and Littleton playing that roaming spot is going to make this defense just insane. And then you still have Abram back there, and then you still have Crosby up there. Dude, our defense right now is looking so incredibly sick. You have I cannot wait till this starts coming when we start seeing this. Our defensive line coach is the real MVP. If he ends up taking this over, I guarantee you he'll be the real MVP. Collins has more pressure than Crosby last year. Yes, he did. And he's playing in that tackle spot, not out of that end spot. Those two side by side is going to be insane. Brian, what's up, dude? Welcome to the show. This Sunday night will be epic in Las Vegas. Have a feeling a guy like Abrams will love this spotlight. Make a big play to win the game in prime time. And that would be awesome. It was Joseph last time making the big plays right at the end of the game. Abrams could be that guy for us. I really want to see Mullen step up and just get a few early picks, start getting his confidence up, and then be willing to start jumping routes. Because I think that's a lot of what you see from our defense is guys, they're not necessarily back up, but they play the player instead of playing the ball to make sure they get the tackle and there's no extra yardage. I want to see these guys go for it, man. Either go big or get the hell on. We need to take a shot at running off the edge when they have their tight ends. Maybe Abram will get a sack or two, and I will give you that. I would love to see, even if we brought Mullen on just a straight corner blitz and just had Randall kind of shift immediately over there. Anything to kind of tweak this a little bit, get them out of their rhythm. Because if we just try to go head-to-head with this team, they're going to end up killing us, man. We have to bring out those little tweaks like that where you either bring a safety. I know we used to send Joseph in all the time. I don't see a guy like Harris blitzing that much. I could see Randall kind of getting in there on one of those blitzes just because he has that initial speed. And if he has an open lane, he can go in there and get that. It's going to be big for us, man. But honestly, that's pretty much what I have for you guys tonight. I just wanted to show you guys this offense. Wanted to show you that defense. So hit me up. Let me know what you guys think about that. And then I'm going to be hanging out for a little bit longer. I'm going to go watch Raider Ben and Byron are going live in like 20 or 30 minutes. So I'm going to go hang out and watch their show. I really enjoy Raiders Ben. So feel free to check that out. Jump over there with me if you guys want to. Thank you guys very much for coming out tonight. You know I truly do appreciate that. I am working again tomorrow morning, but I'm going to keep rolling with these videos, man. So thank you all very much for coming out and spending time with me, especially on Father's Day, just kind of chilling out after the family went to bed. But until next time, guys, I'm Son Joku. Appreciate you guys. We'll see you next time.